Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves, and today is going to be a little lather session with one of the new soaps that I got. I've used a couple of times, but I just wanted to share with you guys how I lather it, and it's a pretty good lathering product coming from the Nightwatch Soap Company, made by Thomas the Shaver and his wife. I bought this from him. This is a Midnight Moods. Yeah, quite a nice scent. It's got some nice labels on the side. Simple ingredients, but works well. Yeah, the focus is set to wide right now, so I don't think it'll capture everything well, but we'll see how it goes. That's how the soap looks. I've already used a couple of times, but yeah, very nice. It's got a nice scent to it. I got the lightly scented version, so I get a kind of a portion of what the normal soap would smell like. But yeah, I think some of the notes in there, my nose doesn't agree, but because it's a lightly scented version, that those notes are kind of reduced, so it works well for me in this setting. But anyways, gonna be bowl lathering today with my Rudy Vase Synthetic Captain's Choice bowl. Bowl lather it, hydrate, and then I'll take it to the face and do a little face lather and face wash session. But all right, here we go. I got my scooper. Let's take some out. It's a pretty firm soap, I would say. It's you could dent it with your finger. Gonna take out this much, a slight sliver, and you could dent it with the finger, but it's firm enough to scoop it and spread it around. I like the texture on this one. This is like probably my preferred texture for a soap. Firm enough to scoop, but don't know what I'm trying to get at, but I do like the texture and consistency on this soap. I don't mind if it gets too soft, because it's still easy to lather, but I think the firmer soaps do give a good value. The softer ones, it's easy to kind of use up too fast. The harder soaps, it's hard to scoop out, so I don't like that. So this is a good balance of the texture that I like. And what I like to do is just spread it around the bottom of the bowl. I would say this is might be a little too much for a synthetic. I could probably use half of this and do well, but that's just the amount that I used. For a natural hair brush, I'll probably use a little more than this, because I like to just yeah, use a bit more for natural hair. They tend to eat up the soap, hold the lather, all that natural hair tendencies. Anyways, I got my synthetic here. I'm just gonna wet it under water for a little bit. Excuse me. And these days I've been enjoying just having the water drip one at a time like this, and I just like to hydrate the soap like that. So all right, I got some, I don't know, wet looking synthetic here. I'm just gonna start lathering, and as you can see, I got quite a bit of water in there as it bubbles up right away. But what I've noticed with this soap is that this will take the water. So a little bubbly to start off, but that's okay. As I work it in, it will create a nice creamy lather. I like to work in the soap, use a bit of side to side motion and circular motions, going back and forth. As you can see, the lather, a little bit bubbly to start off, but that's fine. This will take the water that I give. All right, let me just turn off the water just in case you guys are getting annoyed. Anyways, you can see the lather developing a bit. What I'm trying to do is make it into a more creamy lather, beat out those bubbles, and make it into a nice creamy consistency. And as you can see already, it's got a nice consistency to it. But for my liking, this is not hydrated enough. So what I like to do is just work it in more, add some more water, and keep working in. I like the lather to kind of flow and be flexible when I look at it or when I play around with it. Right now it's a little stiff, so I will add a little bit more water here. So water here, I'll just use my fingers for now. I'll just use my fingers, put it in there, 1, 2. Mix it around a little bit more. And now you can see kind of the lather flowing around a bit more. That wet looking lather. I also like to see some sheen on the lather. Just means that I'm adding enough water and kind of changing the look of the lather to a certain way that I like. And right now it's looking good. Nice. Plenty of volume. It's looking creamy. A little bit of sheen to it. Very nice. Look at that. From here, I will add a little bit more water because I know the soap can take it. So it's gonna drip some more. 1, 2. 2 drips of water with my fingers. Continue to mix it in. What are we at? 7 minutes already? All right. Yeah, as you can see, nice peaks, creamy lather. Yeah, with the synthetic brush, this one just works really easy. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Actually put a little bit more water here. 1, 2. All right, now I'm really maximizing the hydration on the lather. Some soaps, they won't be able to take in the water and kind of turn bubbly, but this one is turning out pretty well. And I would say this is a pretty thirsty soap. Can take a lot of water. Yeah, so I like it when the lather can take all the water and it keeps in the hydration, retains a slickness, but still continues to be creamy. That's what I like to see in the soap. And this is about where I like it. All right, look at that. You can see tiny bubbles here and there, but as you mix this in and face lather with it, oh man, it's gonna be one good lather, and you'll provide that slickness and enough hydration for the blade to glide on. But yeah, this is the bowl lather portion. I will stop the video right now and transition to face lather. So just give me a second. Here's what I got, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, we are back. We got the Nightwatch Soap Company Midnight Moods lathered up here. The bowl, nice, shiny and creamy lather, well hydrated. Just gonna wet my face and get lathered up here. No shave for today. I do need to get a close shave tonight, so I'm just gonna do a little face wash, lather session. Alright, here we go. Nice creamy lather built up. Just look at that. Just by painting on the lather, just gives a nice hydrated look. The skin is a little bit transparent, but if I work in the lather, oh man, it's a little get a little messy. It'll build up the lather. I would say for a straight razor shave, I wouldn't need to build up this lather, but it's actually the more lather there is, it's a little cumbersome for straight razor shaves. Sometimes it runs down the fingers and gets into the pivot point, and I definitely don't prefer that, but sometimes I'll build up the lather just the way I like it. Yeah, look at that. Nice peaks. This lather is good to go. Nice bit of sheen to it, but this can add take more water, so it's gonna add a little more water there. Paint it on. A little more water. You can really see the sheen in the lather, and that's some nice looking lather there. So Thomas did a great job making this soap. Yeah, plenty more here. And just take off what's on the soap, on the brush. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, this just takes in all the water, retains it, keeps it creamy. Yeah, really nice. Feels slick on the hand. I'll say a couple of the top features of this soap is the is that it's easy to lather. As you can see, I just and then it takes in a lot of water, so it's a thirsty soap, and also the slickness and the residual slickness especially is really good. So once I wipe off the lather here, even if I have a little bit like this, this feels very slick. So for people who don't, or who just like to kind of buff without any lather, it's not the best habit, but it does happen. So this soap will kind of provide that residual slickness for you to just kind of shave on. Even if there's lack of lather like this, still feels plenty slick. So that's just one thing that I found with the soap, and yeah, it's a really produces a good lather, slick. Pretty much everything that I need in a soap. So good job to Thomas, and yeah, this was my little lather session with Midnight Soap Company, no, Night Watch Soap Company Midnight Moods. This will last for, I don't know, probably 5-6 passes. I just like to load it heavy at times, and especially for video purposes, want to have enough lather. But yeah, you can adjust the amount of the soap. I can use half of it and still end up with more than 3 passes and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, this is Tim Shaves, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.